Have you been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Are you sure it wasn't your fault? In this presentation I will discuss the perils of motorcycling and cycling off and on the road without the correct safety precautions. I will do this by giving an insight into my personal experiences and delve into the world of facts and figures. Motorcycling is synonymous with danger due to the alarming accident statistics connected with it. And here is a prime example of an accident that could have gone very wrong if the correct rules were ignored. So we finally arrived at the weekly meet after trying to get my bike to run smoothly. Must have spent hours on that thing. It finally kicks into gear, me and my brother gear up and head into the snake, part of the course where it all started. Halfway round, my brother calls over to me and asks, "Ash, you up for trying the bomb hole?" Without hesitation, I nodded in acknowledgement and proceeded to follow. What a mistake that was. Halfway down the hill, and when I say hill, I mean a dead drop, scared the life out of me the first time I saw it. My throttle cable started to jam as my speed started to increase. Tried to release the jam manually, but kill switch wouldn't work, so I gave in to my fate. Little did I know what was about to hit me. By this time my speed had reached dangerous levels. As I got closer and closer to my brother, swerving to avoid him, careered towards a tree in the centre of the descent. Time before the collision seemed to slow, as my bike let out a high-pitched scrape as it crashed recklessly into the tree and slid beneath it, and I slid legs first into it, almost sustaining a head injury that could have gone catastrophically wrong if I wasn't wearing a helmet, leathers, gloves and boots. These safety equipment reduce the likeliness of an accident by 37%, and wearing them isn't a law. My brother turns around and sarcastically asks, "Are you okay?" Let's just say he regretted asking that. Never ridden the same since. Battered, bruised and broken, and that was just a tree. Just goes to show how important the correct safety precautions can be. 70% of cyclists and motorcyclists are struck in the front, 7% struck from behind, and 47% of all of these prove absolutely fatal. No safety precaution will result in a disaster. The AMCA and the ACU give out a set of rules and licences to riders, which it's imperative that riders follow. And riders remain conscientious and thoughtful while riding. 75% of accidents are due to drivers not seeing the motorcyclist and cyclist before the collision. Contributing factors to collisions: the speed that motorcycles can reach, the rate of acceleration, which is high weight to power ratio, their lack of stability and their conspicuity. Motorcycles have poor cognitive sensory conspicuity, the physical qualities of the approaching vehicle that distinguish it from its background. Due to motorcycles being smaller and less frequent, they are less expected by cars. Improved visibility can be obtained by using daylight, vehicle coloration, and wearing clothes with reflective and fluorescent colours. This helps reduce the likeliness of accidents in the first place. We will have high speeds, tight turns and late braking, but that takes a lot more nerves and skill. Overconfidence can and will be the death of a rider. It's thanks to modern safety equipment that motorcyclists and cyclists alike are safer on the road. Be safe, ride smart, Blue Bloods. Questions, anyone?
Yeah, I have a question. Are falls frequent where you go biking?
Not so frequent as injuries are concerned, but there are scrapes and falls most times.
How much did all your gear cost?
The safety equipment, as far as gloves, leathers, helmets, etc. go, anywhere between 500 plus. But for the bikes, easily a few grand.
Do you have many serious injuries on the ride?
Luckily, I'm one of the people that hasn't, but I know several that have lost limbs from riding.
How many times would you say that you ride your bike a week?
My motorcycle I ride between a day and two, but I also train on a cycle trials bike, which is basically without a crossbar and without a seat, and that's most days. Anyone else? Thank you for listening, and that concludes the end of my presentation.